Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be opening up my book, Happy Professional, Your College Guide to Creating and Achieving Your Dream Career. So today we're going to be starting in chapter 1, which discusses the friendship factor. And what I really want to talk about is learning that friends come and go. I really think that's a topic that's not talked about a lot at all, and I think it's really important for you to understand that as you transition in different seasons of your life, that you're going to lose friends and you're going to gain friends, and that it's okay. And so I want to read you a little bit from my book, and especially if you are going through a situation like this, like right now, keep watching. Okay, so what I talk about in the beginning of my book is learning that friends come and go. And I honestly have like really vivid memories of losing friends because I had a lot of really close friends when I was transitioning to college that we just started going in separate directions in life. And as I look back now, as I talk in my book, I realized that it was all for a reason, it was all for a purpose. And I really refer to that hurt as like growing pains, because as you get older, you're gonna learn that you're gonna make friends that are only for a season, and then some friends are for a lifetime. And you have to be comfortable with losing friends and not getting so attached to people that you can't let them go. So I think that's really important to remember. And at the end of the day, you have to understand that people are human and that they're gonna make mistakes, and you're gonna have to learn to forgive them and develop the relationship in a way where you're mature and making sure that they're mature so you can have a mature friendship. So essentially, you have to remember that God needs to be like the foundation of your friendship, because you're going to be able to practice the fruits of the Spirit. You got to be able to love them unconditionally, be able to forgive them. You need to be able to be patient with other people. So all that's important in the process when you're learning that your friends will come in and out of your life. Now, let's say that you're in a season where you're losing friends, you're really sad, you feel like you don't have anybody really supportive around you. Don't worry, I've been there. The next thing to remember is that it's time to make new friends. Like, you don't want to sit around, be sad. So in my book, I discuss 3 steps to help you expand your social circle. So if that's you, get your pen and paper and write these steps down. So the first thing that you need to do is write down a list of 5 things that interest you. Like, do you love shopping? Do you love makeup? Are you into science? Are you into graphic design? What is it that like excites you? Whatever that is, write that down. After you write down a list of 5 things, the next thing you want to do is look for organizations on campus that allow you to explore those passions or interests. And if you can't find any, look for local groups in the city or even volunteer groups as well. You really want to find groups that share similar values, because that's going to be really important. And the next thing is, after you've identified those groups, call or email the membership department to see, what are the next steps of joining those groups. And as I was mentioning, you want to find groups that represent your value, because you don't want to be associated with a group that doesn't represent who you are as a person. Because if it's a group that doesn't represent your values, and for example, they're out like taking pictures and you wind up in one of those pictures, and then the picture is on the news and someone's like, oh, I didn't know like you stood for this, and let's say you don't, then you're in that picture with that group. So you want to make sure that you are walking with people, you are with people who represent your brand, your values, and what you stand for in life. So of course, after you get the membership information, figure out if you have the time to commit to that, and then of course join it. Find the time, make the time to associate with people who are going in the same direction as you are in life. And then when you take these steps, honestly, to start expanding your circle, finding friends with similar interests, I promise you, you are going to grow and expand your social circle, your network. You're going to learn so much about other people in a positive way. And then of course, make an effort to make friends outside of your specific interests. Find people who are skilled in other areas that maybe you're not skilled in, so that you can learn something too. So that's all for now. This is just starting from the first part of my book. So if you are in that season where you're losing friends, don't be sad, or don't be sad for too long. It's going to happen, and just learn to allow this experience to make you stronger, and don't get stuck in this feeling like nobody wants to be my friend, because it's not true. And sometimes it's just a part of life where you have to outgrow some people who are around, and maybe it's because you're going to a higher, you're chasing your goals, and as a result you can't bring everyone with you, and that's okay. So if you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next week as we open up my Happy Professional book and continue on in chapter 1. Bye.